Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn about connectors and interjections. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like and please click the subscribe button below this video. Okay, let's enjoy the learning. Right, so the first topic that we're going to discuss is about connectors. Connectors are all words used to link single words, phrases, clauses, or sentences together. Basically, there are two types of connectors. We have what we call as coordinators and subordinators. Why we put preposition here is not because it's belonging to the connectors type, but because it has a similar function with subordinator. We will learn about it later on. So the relation between connector, especially coordinator with subordinator, can be seen in this following chart. So as you can see here, a connector can connect an independent clause with another. An independent clause is a clause that can stand on its own. It is independent in the sense that it's complete in terms of meaning and also the syntactic structure. Sometimes a dependent clause is inserted with a dependent clause. A dependent clause is a clause that cannot stand on its own without the independent clause, because the meaning is incomplete unless they are becoming a part of the independent clause. So sometimes a dependent clause is inserted to an independent clause by using the subordinator, as you can see in this following chart. Next, coordinators are words that link parts. It can be two or more words, phrases, or independent clauses or main clauses that have equal syntactic value. So this is the most important thing here. Coordinators can only connect parts that have equal syntactic value. What does it mean by equal here is the syntactic structure should be equal. For example, you can connect words with words, you can connect a phrase with another phrase, you can connect an independent clause with another independent clause. Yeah, remember, only independent clause. But you cannot connect a phrase with an independent clause. Okay, so the syntactic value must be equal. Coordinators are also known as coordinate connectors or coordinate conjunctions. Conjunction can be understood as connectors which have no function within the clause they introduce. So their main function in a certain clause or in a sentence is only to connect one part to another. The examples of coordinate connectors are the fanboys. This is the abbreviations to help you remember the coordinate conjunction easily. It stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Okay. Then we also have correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunction are the conjunctions that we use correlatively. They always come together. For example, not only blah blah blah, but also neither blah 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 nor, either blah blah or, and both blah blah and. Okay, we will see the examples later. Here are the examples of coordinate connectors. For example, number one, he is studying for his exam now, for he will not have enough time this week. So as you can see here, for here is connecting two clauses. He is studying for his exam now and he will not have enough time this week. And here the meaning of the connector for or the coordinate conjunction for is like because. So it's like he is studying for his exam now because he will not have enough time this week. Yeah. And for the second sentence, John and Mary is leaving now. It's a little bit different because here what is connected by the coordinate conjunction and is not a clause but two words. Yeah, not clauses but two words. We have John and Mary. And in number three, we have nor. He did not eat anything. Yeah, nor did he leave his room. So nor here bears like negative meaning. So usually the first statement is in the form of negative sentence. The second sentence is like the additions, even though it doesn't contain the word not, but it shows the negative statement. And as you can see here, in the second clause, you can see that the subject and verb are inverted. So after the word nor, you put the helping verb first, and after that it is continued by the subject, then it is continued by, or it is followed by the main verb. So nor, and then helping verb, and then subject, and then main verb and complement. For example, he did not eat anything. Yeah, so did not eat here is the negative statement, and nor here is the addition, showing that the second clause here will have the negative meaning, continuing the first one. Okay. The for example, he tried hard, but he did not succeed in his attempt. Okay, but here conveys the contrastive meaning. Yeah, and it is connecting two clauses. Yeah, he tried hard and he did not succeed in his attempt. Right. 5. Peter or Clara will drive the car. Or here is connecting two words, Peter and Clara. And then the 6th one, they do not have much money, yet they go shopping on weekends. Yet here is similar to but sometimes when we use yet, the contrastive meaning emphasized is more, is bigger than but. Okay. The last one, he's studying for his exam, so he will get better score this time. It's like showing the result when we use so. So as you can see in this example, all of these coordinate conjunctions or coordinate connectors are placed between the parts that you connect. Yeah, remember, so coordinate conjunctions can only be placed between the parts that you connect. You cannot put it, for example, in front of one part. For example, you say, and John, Mary is living now. No, it can't be. It must be placed between the parts that you connect. For example, John and Mary is living now. Okay? Yes. Next one. Yes, now we have the examples of correlative conjunction. Like what I mentioned before, in correlative conjunctions, it consists of two parts of conjunction and they must always occur correlatively. For example, the first one, he is not only smart but also diligent. In this conjunction, we can see that it gives the addition meaning. Okay. The second one, she can speak neither English nor Japanese. Again, neither here, neither nor here has negative meaning. Even if like the first statement, like she can speak is positive, yeah, but neither nor here shows the negative meaning. She can speak neither English nor Japanese means that she cannot speak both English and Japanese. And then the third one, Jane is either a teacher or a lecturer. So either or here shows like an avoidable choice. So if she is not a teacher, then she is a lecturer, something like that. The fourth one, I saw both the boy in the red sweater and the girl with the blue dress. Both blah 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 and to show two things that you that you see probably, that you talk about. So it talks about two things or two people. I saw both the boy and the girl, like that. Right, so the next one is about the subordinators. Subordinators are all words introducing dependent clauses. Like what I've mentioned in the beginning of this video, dependent clauses are the clauses that cannot stand on their own without the main clause or the independent clause. Subordinators can be found in noun clauses, adjective clauses, adverbial clauses. I'm not going to describe each type of these clauses in detail because we're going to focus on this in the next meetings. But I'm going to tell you that noun clauses are the clauses that function as a noun, adjective clauses are the clauses that function as the adjective, and then adverbial clauses or the clauses that function as the adverbs. The examples can be seen here. I don't know when he will arrive. So when he will arrive here is a noun clause because it functions as a noun. In this sentence, it functions as the object of the sentence. The main clause is I don't know, okay, and the object is when he will arrive. So the red word here that I underlined is the subordinator. It introduces the dependent clauses he will arrive. Okay. Why I say that dependent clause cannot stand on their own? Because if we remove the subordinator, it will not be meaningful, or it will be meaningless, or the meaning will be different. For example, if we remove the word when here, just I don't know he will arrive, the meaning will be different, or it doesn't make sense, right? The next one, the man that you met is my friend. So the statement in the square brackets that you met here is an adjective clause because it explains or it describes the noun the man. Okay, that here is the subordinator introducing the dependent clause you met. Okay, the last one, after he arrives he will visit you. After he arrives is an adverbial clause, and this adverbial clause is introduced by the subordinator after. Okay, right. So as you can see here, the subordinators are parts of the dependent clauses in a sentence. To be able to insert this dependent clause into the main clause or to the independent clause, you must use the subordinators. Okay. Yeah. So next one is prepositions. So preposition, like what I said before, are not traditionally called as connectors. So they are not connectors, they are not types of connectors, but they are similar to them. They are similar to subordinators. Why? Because they are used to link and to show the meaning relationship. So what are the differences between prepositions and subordinator, or what is the difference between preposition and subordinator? Alright, so subordinators link dependent clauses, okay, while preposition link dependent phrases. So if subordinators linking, if subordinator link the clauses, it shows that it consists of subject and verb, but preposition link dependent phrases. It's only groups of words, it doesn't have subject and verb. The example can be seen in this chart. After the game, we left. Okay, after the game, we left. So here, in after the game, you know that the preposition after is used to link the dependent phrase, the game, only the game. You don't have the verb here. You just have the words or the phrase. Okay, but in the second sentence, after the game was over, we left. After the game was over, the game was over here is a clause. Yeah, so the subordinator after here is just to link the clause the game was over with the main clause we left. Okay, prepositions can be in the form of some words, whether it is short or long, like in, and, on, about, with, of, to, by, beside, before, and after. So you must know that we have what we call as prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase is the combination between preposition or prep here plus the noun phrase or NP. For example, at the door. So at the door is a prepositional phrase. It consists of at as the preposition and the door as the object of preposition in the form of a noun phrase. Another example can be seen here. The boy in the room running in a circle was crazy about the fact that his dog had barked at his cat. Okay, there are so many PP or prepositional phrases in this sentence, We have 4 here. The first is in the room. The second is in a circle. The third is about the fact. And the next one is at his cat. If you pay attention here, in the room is giving the information about the place or showing the place. In a circle is showing the manner, how the boy is running or was running. And then about the fact, it's where's that? Describing about the topic. And then at his cat here is showing the direction because his dog had bark at whom, bark at what, bark at his cat. So here at his cat he is showing the direction. So we can sum up that prepositions can convey this kind of information in a sentence. It can give you the description or the information about the place, about the manner, about the topic of something, and about the direction. And each of these prepositional phrases here has a preposition and also object of preposition. For example, in the first PP we have in as the preposition and the room as the object of preposition. And then in a circle we have in as a preposition and a circle as the object of preposition. In the third PP, about is the preposition, the fact is the object of preposition, and the last one in at his cat, as is the preposition and his cat is the object of preposition. But prepositions are not always in the form of short words. There are also, where's that, combination of more than one words. For example, in contrast to. In contrast to his roommate, he likes to keep his room clean. It shows the meaning of, where's that, the opposite meaning. So the opposite to his roommate, things like that. And then even the verb, the verb like considering here, considering is preposition. Considering his crazy behavior, it was no surprise that he fell. So considering here is used as the preposition to link the phrase his crazy behavior with the main clause, it was no surprise that he fell. Next one is about interjections. So right, from this picture, probably you have got an idea of what interjection is, right? So interjections are the words literally interjected. Interjected is like abruptly produced into a sentence. Usually they do not have a function like subject or object, but they express the speaker's attitude or the speaker's emotion towards something. The examples of interjections are like the one I showed you in the previous slide, or the words like oh, well, damn, right? So this kind of words actually do not have functions in a sentence, but they convey the emotion or they convey the attitude of the speaker about something they experience. Okay, these are the examples of interjections. We have so many here, like ow, bingo, a, you, oh, and oops. I will just discuss few of them. Okay, the first one is for example, it's an exclamation of fear. So every interjection has its own meaning, which differs it with another interjections. For example, here we have two but they convey different meanings. The first one, is the exclamation of fear. For example, the monster got me. So it shows, as you can see here, it doesn't show the function as the subject or the verb in a sentence, but it just shows the feeling of fear of the speaker. It just shows the attitude. The next one, we have so it's different with the first one. The first one is like that. The second one is this is an expression of the realization or acceptance. For example, you are talking, Previously you were confused, but later when your friend tries to explain it to you and then you try to understand what he meant, and then you say or you express, now I see what you mean, like that. So here is the where is that, an interjection expressing your acceptance about something. And one more, I'm sure that you are quite familiar with this. You use the word bingo a lot. Yeah, you know, bingo. Yeah, bingo is used to acknowledge something as right. Yeah, for example, bingo, that's exactly what we were looking for. For example, you are looking for, what is that, something or some information in a book, and you couldn't find it until finally you got it, and you feel so happy. You think that this is the right thing that you were looking for, and then you say, oh, bingo, that's exactly what we are looking for. Okay, right? Yeah, I think that's all, and thank you for listening to my explanation. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe this channel. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.